My kids want to ride your horses. This was a few years back now. I rented a small block of land just outside town to keep my horses on it. Horses weren't uncommon in the area, but also there were a lot of residential areas around, so sometimes I would turn up to my pasture, and people would be there with their children petting the horses over the fence. Didn't bother me as both of my horses were pretty nice and polite to pet. One day I was out there just doing chores, weeding, cleaning, fixing fences, etc., normal horse stuff. I had my headphones in, and I'm working away when I hear shouting. I look over to the gate by the road, and I see a man and two young girls there, 7-5-ish, beaconing me over. I walk over, assuming they want a pat and maybe feed a carrot to the horses. I say hello, and the first thing he said was, "My kids want to ride your horses." Not even a "can my kids ride you horses," nope. For reference, my horses were an ex-racehorse who was still learning where the off button was, and a very large, very strong dressage horse who was highly trained and also very highly strung. So safe to say, even if I wanted to let the kids ride, these horses were not child safe. I explained this to him, plus that I didn't have any of my riding gear with me as I hadn't planned on riding that day. The dad just rolled his eyes and goes, "It's not that hard. Just put them on the horse and lead them around," before trying to open the gate to let his daughters in. Lucky for me, I always kept the gate padlocked as it led to a busy road, and I didn't want the horses getting out. Again explained that they couldn't ride my horses, and he was better off looking up a riding school or a trail riding place if they wanted to ride. At this point, he realized I wasn't budging, plus my horses had walked off to the other side of the field behind a tree line, so we're out of sight. We turned back towards the car while loudly saying, "Come on, girls, this mean lady doesn't think you deserve to ride the horses," which caused them to start crying as he loaded them up into the car before flipping me off and taking off down the road.